I need you calm. Okay, no matter what happens, you gotta stay calm.
I told you I don't follow these movies. I don't ask me about something I do know. Ask me about It Follows. Ask me about Hereditary. Ask me about The Witch.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday night. Not when we're taping this, but it's Friday night when you're watching this, I hope. And you know what time it is. It's Why We Love Horror Trivia 2.0 time. Tonight we got a match between two guys. Neither Neither as confident as they should be, to be honest with you. I've seen both these guys too modest for their own good. But I'm going to bring in, I think, the man who's known for his deadly modesty first. Mr. Anthony Tisdall, sir, how are you? How you feeling confident this evening?
No, I have to play Dylan. Dylan's really good at horror. I've watched him before, and he's also very modest. I mean, he might be more modest than me, but that's because he's actually good. Modesty coincides with good. I'm just not confident because I know I'm probably going to lose. But I'm not working at this exact moment. I'm at work, but I'm not working, and I get to play trivia. So I'm down, and Dylan's awesome. Like, I don't think I get to play him nearly enough. So
modest and building up your opponent. This is the nicest, friendliest, most even-keeled match I've ever seen.
I hope Dylan comes in just firing.
Never happened. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we can get him. Maybe say something mean to him. Maybe get him fired up.
How?
He's never happened. Okay, I'm bringing him in. Dylan Vanthuyne.
Hi.
How are you feeling this evening? Now, if you had to guess which one of you guys is more modest, what's your opinion? Do you feel you're more modest than Anthony?
I don't know. I feel like that's a trick question. If I gave an answer to that, I don't know. I'm really excited for this because for two reasons really that I get to play Anthony. For one, I actually have never played him. I don't think one-on-one in anything, despite I think I've been in the leagues for like 3 or 4 years now. And also, secondly, because I think the first time I ever met Anthony, we were on a 4v4 tag team horror themed match. And that was a really good time. That was over in Full Metal Random. And it was a fun time. So it's kind of coming full circle. Now we're playing in singles. Should be a good time.
Okay.
Bring him back.
Yeah.
Well, without any further ado, I made up handy rule cards now. So round one goes a little something like this.
Oh, God, that's impossible.
Contestants have chosen 4 categories each for a total of 8 questions. Questions will be read, and contestants will have 10 seconds to write before another question is asked. Time ends 10 seconds after the 8th question is asked. A 9th bonus question is available in the event of a contestant gets all 8 questions correct. The duration of the match, each contestant gets 3 repeats in a challenge. In this round, a repeat may be used at the end of regular time for a 20-second extension, wherein questions can be repeated. Any questions, guys, on that?
Just to make sure I'm doing this right, I have to make my board in 8 little squares.
You could just number it 1 through 8 or do 8 little squares, whatever is easiest for you.
Well, I already made 8 little squares, so that's the easiest.
Perfect. All right. Well, if you're both ready, I'll start with question number 1, which comes in the categories y'all drafted, which is directors. And the question is, who directed House, Warlock, and Lake Placid? This guy did all 3 of them. Or lady.
I'm gonna guess it's a guy because you didn't say that quick enough.
Your second one comes in horror comedies. What 2000s horror comedy features performances from Balthazar Getty, Henry Rollins, and Jason Mewes? They're all in this movie.
Oh, I can see him.
Your third question comes in the category of David Cronenberg. The person who is revealed to be the serial killer terrorizing Castle Rock in the Dead Zone has what profession?
Will you take a general answer?
Yeah, as long as you're in the ballpark, you're good.
Okay, gotcha.
I do need to know what they call it. Your fourth question. In teen horror, what job does Sasha have on campus in Urban Legend? And moving across the world for J-horror, the survivors at the epidemic at the end of Pulse are on what form of transportation? we're going to move on to the work of Guillermo del Toro. How does Jacinto die in The Devil's Backbone? Your penultimate question in A24. Who plays Dax Lycander in Slice? Your final question coming in the 1990s. What horror icon has supporting roles in the 90s horror sequels Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings, Scanners The Showdown, and Children of the Corn 5 Fields of Terror? I did say they weren't icons. Take your guess.
Yeah, super helpful.
Time will run out in 5, 4, 3.
Extension, whatever is needed.
Sure. Do you need a question repeated?
Nope. I just needed a few more seconds, and I'm good.
I'll give you 15 seconds from right here.
Okay. My computer's being all wonky. I swear I'm not writing anything.
I trust you.
Okay, I'm better.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll start with Dylan. See your answers.
All right, so I said Steve Miner, nothing, police officer, chef. There's probably a bad guess. Boat, drowned, Chance the Rapper, and Robert Englund.
And Anthony.
Clearly, I didn't know anything about the directors. I said guest Hatchet, deputy. I said a TA, train, drowns, Chance the Rapper, Robert Englund.
Let me see. So,
Yep, you're getting all.
Yeah, you're cutting
wonky.
out real badly.
Yeah.
I am? Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, but you are super intense. There you go.
Okay, cool. So I have Dylan in the lead, 5-3. I'll go over the answers. Steve Miner directed those 3 films. The film that all 3 of those guys starred in is Feast. The killer in Dead Zone is a police officer, deputy, sheriff, whatever you want to say. Sasha is Tara Reid. She's a radio DJ, Urban Legend. At the end of Pulse, they're on a ship.
Damn.
Jacinto drowns. Dax Lycander is Chance the Rapper, or Chance Bennett, however you want to call him. And Kane Hodder was in all 3 of those movies. Not, but I appreciate the Robert Englund guess. Round 2, pull out my handy card. Goes a little something like this. So the contestant in the lead now has the option if they would like to spin the wheel first or defer to their opponent, who will spin first. The wheel consists of all 8 categories from round 1, plus slices labeled spinner's choice and opponent's choice. 1 respin is available unless it lands on a choice slice. Each category consists of 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. There is an option to get multiple choice answers, but the question then drops to be worth 1 point. In the event an incorrect answer is given, the opposing player may steal for the current value of the question. All right, so Dylan, since you are in the lead, do you want to go first or let Anthony spin?
I'll let Anthony spin.
All right.
I told you he was going to be nice.
Just so you know, the categories in the wheel today, you got directors, horror comedies, David Cronenberg, teen horror, J-horror, Guillermo del Toro, A24, and 1990s. Anthony, here's your first spin.
Okay.
It lands on opponent's choice.
Well, of course it does.
Dylan, do you need to hear those categories again?
Sure, yeah, I'll hear him again.
Sure. We got directors, horror comedies, David Cronenberg, teen horror, J-horror, Guillermo del Toro, A24, and 1990s.
Okay. I'll just go directors because I know Anthony really loves directors.
He said directors, and I saw your smirk on your face, and I was like, "There's no way he's not picking it."
This guy loves directors' questions.
I know him so well. It's all a trick from 1,800 matches that I've done.
All right, are you ready? You ready for these directors' questions?
I know people exist and they direct things, so sure.
All right. Well, your first question in directors. Tom Holland, the director, not the actor, directed which 1990s Stephen King adaptation?
Why do I feel like I know this? Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, The Mangler, B, The Dark Half, C, Thinner, or D, Dolores Claiborne?
A
is incorrect. Dylan, chance for a 1 point steal. A, The Mangler, B, The Dark Half, C, Thinner, or D, Dolores Claiborne?
Thinner.
He did direct Thinner. That is correct.
That's my second option.
Your second question. Who directed both escape room movies?
Fucking A. Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Adam Robitel, B, David S.F. Wilson, C, Ari Sandel, or D, Rob Letterman?
None of those seem familiar to me staring at the back of those DVDs that I have. B?
D is incorrect.
B as in boy.
Oh, B is incorrect as well.
Cool. Wow.
But I think it might be unfair at this point to give him a
I was
shot
about
at
to
it.
say. Yeah.
Did you know the answer, Dylan?
No, I don't even remember the options.
we'll assume that you got that incorrect for the sake of this
that's fine.
game. All right. Your third question. Including reboots and direct-to-video releases, who's the only director to repeat in the Child's Play franchise?
Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Ronnie Yu, B, Don Mancini, C, Lars Klevberg, or D, Tom Holland?
I'll just guess B because I'm pretty sure he does the TV show.
Don Mancini is correct. He's done 3 of those things and the TV show. Your fourth question. What is the only non-Nightmare on Elm Street movie directed by Wes Craven where Heather Langenkamp appears?
Oh, fuck. It's not Swamp Thing. That's the only other one I know.
5.
Oh, that one? Multiple choice.
Is it A, Deadly Friend, B, The People Under the Stairs, C, Shocker, or D, Vampire in Brooklyn?
I don't think it's 2 of them. I haven't heard of the other 2. I'm going to guess Shocker.
She plays a dead body in Shocker. That is correct.
Holy shit. I knew it wasn't the Vampire in Brooklyn or People Under Stairs.
Your final question in directors. You're doing well. You're doing way better than I thought you would do.
Surviving.
Who directed 1981's The Beyond?
That's a movie. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Dario Argento, B, Ruggero Deodato, C, Mario Bava, or D, Lucio Fulci?
Okay. Well, I've heard of one of them. That's what I'm going to go with. A.
Hopefully I'm not breaking up, but A is incorrect. Okay.
I hear you. It's fine.
You're good.
Okay. The choices again, Dylan. A, Dario Argento, B, Ruggero Deodato, C, Mario Bava, or D, Lucio Fulci?
Lucio Fulci.
That is correct for the 1 point steal, Lucio Fulci. All right. We're going to go. Actually, I put the wheel back for no reason. Hang on. Let me stop sharing this wheel and bring in the right wheel. Okay. Dylan, it's your turn to spin. So here is your first spin. And you'll end on A24. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
What's the score again?
You're up 7-5.
All right, I'll keep it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely expected that to be worse.
All right. You ready for your questions in A24?
Yep.
All right. Your first question. How many human sacrifices are required for the ritual that ends Midsommar?
Just to be safe, I'll go down to multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, 5, B, 7, C, 9, or D, 11?
Okay, I'm glad I did that. I originally thought 3, so I'll say 5.
5 is incorrect. Anthony, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, 5, B, 7, C, 9, or D, 11?
Oh, I thought it was 4. So I'll just go 2 above. I'll go 7.
Also incorrect. It's 9. It is 4 is a good number because it's 4 villagers, 4 outsiders, and 1 random.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Your second question. Who directed In Fabric?
It's Peter Strickland.
For 2 points. Your third question. In The Hole in the Ground, Chris is noticeably afraid of what type of creatures?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't remember this part. Multiple choice.
Is it A, snakes, B, spiders, C, crickets, or D, bats?
Bats?
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal, Anthony. Is it A, snakes, B, spiders, C, crickets, or D, bats?
This movie's literally sitting in my HBO 2 watch list. I'll go with the weirdest one. I'll go crickets.
Also incorrect. He's afraid of spiders.
God damn it.
Okay. You're not missing out on much, by the way.
All right, well then I'll just let it stay.
Your penultimate question in A24. The only female that Harper personally interacts with while at the town that the country retreat is in Men has what profession?
Wait, repeat the question, sorry.
Sure. The only female that Harper personally interacts with while at the town the country retreat is in Men has what profession?
Multiple choice.
Is A, waitress, B, mail carrier, C, police officer, or D, gardener?
Waitress.
Incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Anthony, is it A, waitress, B, mail carrier, C, police officer, or D, gardener?
Oh, I had one of these in my head before you even asked the question, but I don't think it's right. I'm going to be really pissed if it is. No, I'll stick with my gut. Police officer.
That's correct for 1 point steal. If you remember, the police officers respond to the house and one of them's a female.
Right.
And your final question in A24, who plays the titular character in Saint Maud?
Morfydd Clark.
For 2 points.
Okay.
What a name that is.
So at the end of round 2, Dylan, you're at 11. Anthony is at 6. So we're moving on to round 3. And round 3, I'll tell you all about it, everybody. It's the synopsis round. The contestants in the lead now has the option if they would like to spin the wheel first or defer to their opponent who will spin first. The wheel consists of 5 subcategories of horror films. A contestant will spin the wheel 3 times to determine the categories of a 2, 3, and 5 point synopsis. Contestants get 1 respin during the selection process should they choose to use it. There's no steals this round. Play ends when a player is mathematically eliminated or when all 6 synopses are asked. I don't need to worry about sudden death because it's never happened. Actually, it's happened twice. I'm lying. Anyway, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. I'll read those rules then. Dylan, you have the option. Do you want to spin the wheel of synopses first or second?
So if once one category is taken for 1 point value, that point value is off the.
That is correct.
board.
If you were to spin, for example, 1980s for 3 points, you spin it, you'd have to respin automatically.
Okay. I'll go first then.
Okay. So the categories in the wheel before we start spinning: 1970s, 2020s, horror comedies, literary adaptations, and sci-fi horror. I would say spinning first is the advantage. So you did the right thing. And here's your 2 point spin. Sci-fi horror. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'll take it.
Your 3-pointer. Literary adaptations. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
And your 5-pointer. Horror comedies. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
That one I'll spin again.
All right. The 5-pointer that you must take is literary adaptations.
Great.
Anthony, your 2-pointer. Horror comedies. Do you want to keep that?
Keep it.
Your 3-pointer. The 2020s. Do you want to keep that?
I'm down 5.
You are.
I'll keep it.
And your 5-pointer is a respin.
Oh, well, shit.
1970s. Do you want to keep that or respin?
Glad I saved my respin. Respin.
And it's the 1970s. Let's see. Science fiction horror.
Sure.
All right. Let's drop that wheel out. And we're going to go to Anthony first. You're going to answer your 2-pointer in horror comedies. Are you ready?
Sure. See what happens.
Your 2-pointer. A shy student trying to reach his family in Ohio, a gun-toting bruiser in search of the last Twinkie, and a pair of sisters striving to get to an amusement park join forces in a trek across a post-apocalyptic America. Name that movie.
Zombieland.
That is correct.
That's a legitimate 2-pointer.
Your 2020s for 3 to tie the game. Are you ready?
Okay.
A father and his 2 teenage daughters find themselves hunted by a massive rogue lion, intent on proving that the savannah has but one apex predator. Name that movie.
Beast.
Tying the game up.
I actually like that movie.
All right. Dylan, your 2-pointer in science fiction horror. You ready?
Yep.
A teen comes into possession of a new laptop and soon discovers that the previous owner is not only watching him, but will do anything to get it back. Name that movie.
Wait, why am I?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
That's your second repeat. A teen comes into possession of a new laptop and soon discovers that the previous owner is not only watching him, but will do anything to get it back. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Unfriended dark web.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, Anthony, here's where we're at. You have to answer your 5-pointer in science fiction horror to kick it back over to Dylan. Are you ready?
If it's anything like that, then no, but let's see what happens.
Your 5-pointer in science fiction horror. The head of a cyborg reactivates, rebuilds itself, and goes on a violent rampage in a space marine's girlfriend's apartment. Name that movie.
Okay.
5.
Let's just go ahead and repeat that.
All right, that's your second repeat. The head of a cyborg reactivates, rebuilds itself, and goes on a violent rampage in a space marine's girlfriend's apartment. Name that movie.
A space marine's girlfriend's apartment. Why do I feel like I've seen this movie?
5.
I'll use my last one.
There's your last repeat. The head of a cyborg reactivates, rebuilds itself, and goes on a violent rampage in a space marine's girlfriend's apartment. Name that movie. 5, 4, 3.
I don't know. Space Terminator.
And your winner, Dylan Vanthuyne. That is Hardware, which you probably have seen because you hang out with Bill a lot, somewhat. So Hardware.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, well, check it out. It's worth it. That being said, we're going to drop Dylan back, talk to Anthony really quick. Anthony, do you feel your lack of confidence might have done you in this time? I don't know.
No, I feel like my lack of confidence showed exactly where it was. I lost. I went further than I expected. But you know what? I feel okay. I got directors in round 2, and I survived. I'll accept that. You know, Dylan's a great player. Like, losing to him makes me feel not bad at all. He's great. He should probably go pretty far in this. But this is fun. I like it. I stayed close enough where I made him answer at least one question in round 3. So
you avoided the TKO, which is the moral victory.
That is essential for me. And you know, I haven't seen Hardware, so it's a new one for me. I didn't know it, and usually I'm pretty good at plots, but that's usually only if I've seen the movie.
Yeah, check it out. I definitely would recommend it. I'm going to drop you back and bring in Dylan. Dylan, you improved to 2-0 on the season. We don't really have seasons here, though. We just keep going forever. Yeah. How you feeling now, being 2-0?
I feel good. Yeah, I wasn't very happy with my performance in my last match, but you know, I'm very happy with how I played today. I think it was a better improvement. Got to brush up on those A24 questions. They were totally fair. They were totally fair questions, but yeah, I guess I wasn't ready for it. Haven't watched those movies in a while, so that's too bad.
No one's ready for the hole in the ground. No one's ever ready for the hole in the ground. I gotta imagine.
I can tell them the name of the action figure. but I didn't remember that part.
Fair enough. Now that you're 2-0, you're near the top of the rankings. Is there anybody you're looking forward to play you haven't played yet?
I don't know where he is in the rankings, but I think it would be fun to take on Anthony's teammate in other leagues, Aaron J. That'd be fun.
You're near. His next match is he's already called out Steve Mason, so that's going to happen.
Okay.
But after the dust settles there, we can probably make something happen.
Cool.
But thank you for your time. We'll see you before you know it, because we're doing more matches than ever in this league. So we'll probably see you soon. And you can always get a partner and join teams whenever you like. So
sounds good. Thank you.
Talk to you later. Hey, that's the first match of the day. Stick around. Coming right back. It'll probably be filmed on a different day, so I'll probably wear a different outfit. But we do have the CinnaBites going up against the home team, Why We Love Horror's home team, to be named. They may be named at that point in time. But, that's Will Cohen and Jeremy Potter's taking on Abby and Aaron Brooks.
Hello, and thank you for your business. Why not stop by our refreshment stand? We have all kinds of special treats, but don't take my word for it. Take it away, fellas!
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, bring a fine time. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Popcorn for all, hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
2 minutes till showtime. There's still plenty of time to visit the refreshment stand.
Come on down to the snack bar, cut your eyes out, let your eyes out, have a good time to the snack bar. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the intermission. Now it's time for the teams portion of our evening. Bringing you another part of our 8-team tournament right now. This is the CinnaBites, Will Cohen and Jeremy Potters versus the home team, the loved ones, Aaron Brooks, Abby Brooks. They're here today, and I'm gonna play favorites. I'm gonna bring in the CinnaBites first. Guys, how you guys doing?
First of all, how the fuck are we the favorites?
No, I'm playing favors by bringing you guys in first. I'm gonna bring in my co-host last. I mean, I like you guys, but like I spend a lot more time.
I'm perfectly fine with the slight, and I'm good. I'm excited. Me and Will get to team up outside of just fandom, and it's always a good time.
Yeah,
for us, maybe not everybody else, but we love it.
This is a whole different kind of fandom.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is absolutely true, and it just kind of goes without saying that wherever Jeremy and I tend to go, we kind of just make people either really, really uncomfortable or we just piss everyone off. And I don't know if we're going to have that same effect here.
Yeah, people seem to like Jeremy. I think people like Jeremy. Well, I don't know. Don't.
I think Jeremy's definitely the people pleaser among on this team. I'm here.
Anybody.
I'll tell Heather you said that.
She heard it.
Okay.
Hey, this is gonna be going way after this. But we know Jeremy's got a big birthday coming up tomorrow. So happy birthday, Jeremy!
Appreciate it. Best 37 years of human history.
Yeah. So everybody wish him a belated when this video drops. But until then, let's bring in your opponents, heavily favored, the loved ones, Aaron and Abby. Guys, do you feel pressure seeing as this is partially your channel?
Yeah. Absolute pressure. We claim we love horror, so we are obviously the favorites in this match, and for good reason. And yeah, Will and Jeremy don't annoy me, which is again a disadvantage to me because I play better when I'm annoyed. So I'm just gonna find something to dislike about both these guys for the next little bit. I'm mad at the Ravens right now because they injured Joe Burrow and I have Jamar Chase in fantasy football. So I know that happened a week ago, but I'm not over it still. I'm just going to hold on to it for a week. And, I'm going to avenge my internet boyfriend in his valiant effort earlier today as well. So I'm just going to use all that. But I'm super pumped to finally be on a team with my wife here. And, yeah, we are going to take this tournament. So one step down in the CinnaBites, 2 or 3 steps to go, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't do math. How you feeling, Abby?
No, I feel good about this. I'm excited. I think this will be a good time. I think it'll be fun.
See, she's the people in ours. So I'm the Will of our group, and she's the Jeremy.
Oh, don't put that evil on her.
That being said, I have prepared, and if you watched last week, I've prepared helpful slides for everybody who's watching along at home. Round one's a little bit different. Round one in the teams is just a regular old whiteboard round. Teams have chosen 4 categories each, total of 8 questions. Questions will be read one at a time. Contestants have 15 seconds to answer them on their boards. They'll turn their boards around, say their answer, state their answers. All these questions are worth 1 point apiece. A 9th bonus question is available if any of you get all 8 of them right. And for the duration of the match, both teams have 4 repeats and a challenge. So without further ado, I'm going to drop that back. Any questions before we get started?
Yeah, how the hell did you have me playing against Aaron when I have free Aaron J written on my goddamn board?
This ain't multiplex,
Yeah, I'm 3 over here.
you got to take that up with the neckbeard who runs that channel. Okay, so
okay.
when he comes over, you talk to him about that. All right,
My manager in TLU. Yes.
Your first question is going to come in the category of 90s slashers, and it is simply who directed Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Abby first.
I don't know.
Jeremy?
Yeah, I know he did one. Rennie Harlan.
And Aaron?
I think I made up a name, but Stephen Tarley? Is that a made up name?
The last name is pretty close, but the first name is way off.
I just said Wes Craven because I had no idea.
Rachel Talalay directed Freddy's Dead.
Yeah, I remember that. I remembered reading that name.
Well, no perfect ground. Your second question comes in the category of Eli Roth. What holiday does Knock Knock take place on and around? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeremy.
Halloween.
Aaron.
Christmas.
Will.
I mean, trick or treaters knock on doors, right? Halloween.
And Abby.
No, I hate this movie. I put Christmas.
No, it's really ironic because it takes place on Father's Day weekend. It's Father's Day.
Okay.
This is going so well, everyone.
What they do to him is extra horrible because it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's coming up next, everybody. What rank is Jericho Butler in the Mars police force in Ghosts of Mars? It's a real rank. It's not a made-up rank. It's equivalent to our military. So just pick one of those if you don't know. Ooh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aaron.
The one we didn't watch. Lieutenant, spelled wrong.
And Will.
For all our British people, lieutenant.
Abby.
I put captain. I don't even know if that's a rank or not.
It is a rank. And Jeremy.
I said sergeant.
One of you is right. Jeremy, you got it. He's a sergeant.
Hey.
Your fourth question is going to come in Mike Flanagan. And it simply is, who plays Katie and Tim's mother, Marie, in Oculus? Otherwise known as, what the fuck is her name? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will.
Fuck do I know? Kate Beckinsale. I don't know.
You're half right. Abby.
Katie Sackhoff.
Jeremy.
Katie Sackhoff.
And Aaron.
KT, sack off.
Hey, we're all tied up.
Hey.
We had a lead for a Bryce Shannon moment.
Yeah, Jordan Peele is up next. How does Pluto die in Us? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
2. That's your first of 4 repeats. And the question is, how does Pluto die in Us? He doesn't die in Us, in the movie Us. How does he? I'm not being spiritual. I'm just saying. 5,
Oh, gross.
4, 3, 2, 1. Abby.
Stabbed.
And Jeremy.
Burns.
Aaron.
I mean, he'd be burned dead, I guess, but I said burned alive.
And Will.
Shit, I thought he was the one who was shredded by the boat motor.
No, he gets burned. He's the kid, the little boy.
Okay.
He walks back.
In A24, everybody's favorite category. In the lighthouse, Ephraim finds a scrimshaw carving of what in his bed? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Jeremy.
Mermaid.
And Aaron.
It's a mermaid.
And Will.
Should I use the repeat? I said lobster.
And Abby.
No.
We're still tied. Mermaid's correct. Moving on to 90s vampire movies. What 1990s vampire film has supporting performances from Christopher Walken, Edie Falco, and Annabella Sciorra? What a cast. Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
2. That's another repeat for the CinnaBites. What 90s vampire film has supporting performances from Christopher Walken, Edie Falco, and Annabella Sciorra? I went to high school with Annabella Sciorra's cousin. Fun fact.
It's pretty
He
cool.
was a year ahead of me.
I was
were not
hoping you
close.
were going to say Edie Falco.
Nah, she's way older than me. 5. 4.
That old, much older. Maybe like.
Cut it out. One less point for Aaron. Aaron, you first.
Aaron Bate, The Addiction.
Will.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
And Abby.
It's not right. The Lost Boys.
And Jeremy.
Nope, wasted a repeat.
And Aaron's right. It is The Addiction.
Okay.
And your final question comes in found footage. What year saw the release of Paranormal Activity 2 and Troll Hunter? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will.
2011.
I think I got this one.
And Abby.
2011.
And Jeremy.
2013.
And Aaron.
Guess I'm early. I said 2008.
It's all in the middle of all that. It's 2010. 2010. Now, 2 people were close. That being said, I have the loved ones in the lead, 5-4. We're going to go on to round number 2, our first of 2 wheel rounds. But let's talk about it first.
You're good.
The team that's in the lead now is the option if they would like to spin the wheel first or defer to their opponents will spin first. Wheels going to consist of the 8 categories we just heard from round 1, plus there's a spinner's choice and an opponent's choice slice in the wheel. 1 respin is available unless it lands on one of those choice slices. Each category consists of 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. There is an option to go down to multiple choice. Then the question is only worth 1 point. Stealing is available if you get an incorrect answer. The team can steal for the current amount that the question is worth. So let me do what I should have done earlier and bring the wheels onto the whole, bring it backstage here. I think that's right. Here we go. So, Aaron, Abby, do you guys want to spin first or do you want to defer to Will and Jeremy? Just to recap the categories. 90s slashers, Eli Roth, John Carpenter, Mike Flanagan, Jordan Peele, A24, 90s vampire movies and found footage, plus spinners and opponents.
Great wheel. First of all. Love this wheel. There really isn't any category where I'm happy with, but we are going to go second.
Okay. Will, Jeremy, here's your first bit. It lands on A24. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I think we're going to spin the fuck away from that.
All right.
Yeah, we probably should.
You don't have your
Second
A24
spin.
shirts on.
Which you must keep. Opponent's choice. So let me drop
Naturally.
that back. What do you want to give them, Brooks
I
family?
mean, it looks like they really liked A24.
I was gonna say that.
So
might be a good
I'm going to just go with A24.
Yeah.
All right.
A24.
Don't need any whiteboards this round, but your first question, A24, is coming right up, and you're not going to be able to read the poster behind me. But who directed Lamb?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Oh, I love that you said multiple choice. Here we go. Is it A, Sarah Gunnarsdottir, B, Valdemar Johansson, C, Grimar Hakansson, or D, Baltasar Komarkor?
Of those, B sounds the most familiar.
I was thinking D. I feel like I've recently heard that name, but I don't know if it was affiliated with this movie. Also, Balthazar is just a banger of a name.
2.
B, final answer.
B.
B for boy.
Will, you're right. It is Valdemar Johansson. Yes,
You
I
gotta
appreciate
listen to your
you.
partner sometimes. Jeremy, that's good reasoning.
Your second question. What weapon does Mia use to accidentally stab her father in Talk to Me?
You see, I still haven't seen this.
Yeah, me either. It's too new.
Let's go multiple.
All right. Is it A, a letter opener, B, scissors, C, a box cutter, or D, an ice pick?
So if it's accidental, I have a hard time thinking it's an ice pick. For some reason, I'm thinking letter opener.
Five.
I'm okay with that.
Letter opener, final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point
Okay.
steal. Is it A, a letter opener, B, scissors, C, a box cutter, or D, an ice pick?
I believe it's scissors. Scissors. Final answer.
It is scissors. That is correct. Your third question. What's the name of the family dog in It Comes at Night?
I haven't seen this one either.
No clue, man. Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Robert, B, Francis, C, Harold, or D, Stanley?
Those are terrible names for a dog.
It's no Chico.
I'm between Francis and
I like
Stanley.
Harold.
You want Harold?
5, 4.
Yeah, let's go Harold.
Harold, final answer.
Harold, final answer.
Incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Robert, B, Francis, C, Harold, or D, Stanley?
It's Stanley. Final answer.
That is correct.
Fuck. Oh, well.
Your fourth question, your penultimate question, as the kids say.
Thank God.
Who plays Zach's dad, Noah, in Life After Beth?
Oh, I think that's Christopher McDonald.
Okay.
Christopher McDonald, final answer?
That is incorrect. Chance for a
Fuck
2-point
me.
steal. Who plays Zach's dad, Noah, in Life After Beth?
Somebody.
What
More
have
famous.
they been in? Anything? I'm not gonna pull it otherwise.
I can't think of it.
All right. Let's go with Christopher McDowell. Final answer.
No, both incorrect. It's Paul Reiser. Paul Reiser plays his dad.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I do not remember that film at all.
Fucking movie.
Your final question in A24. In Tusk, what did Howard nickname the walrus he talks about in his anecdote?
Oh.
Should we just go a multiple? Because I have no idea.
Give me a second. We'll go to the count and then we'll go multiple. Give me a second.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Multiple choice.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Is it A, Mr. Tooth, B, Mr. Fangs, C, Mr. Tusk, or D, Mr. Ivory?
Oh, fuck. It's Mr. Tusk, I think.
Do you want to repeat the options just to be sure?
Yeah.
Repeat the options, please.
Options are A, Mr. Tooth, B, Mr. Fangs, C, Mr. Tusk, or D, Mr. Ivory.
See, for me, Mr. Fangs comes to mind.
I
thought I heard people talking about this, but I haven't seen this.
For
Mr. Tusk, I think. Mr. Tusk.
Final answer.
It is Mr. Tusk. That is correct.
Okay, good.
All right. End of that part of the round. I got the loved ones up to 7, CinnaBites up to 6. We're going to bring the old wheel back.
What are you groaning about, Aaron? You're fucking winning. Shut up.
It's still close.
He can't get A24 anymore, though. So here's your first spin.
Yeah.
Lands on Jordan Peele. You want to keep that or spin again?
All right. Well, this is one of the ones we
should
agreed
spin
we
again.
can spin again. So we'll spin again. We're fine if we get it though. If we get opponent's choice, don't give us Jordan Peele.
90s slashers is where we land. Okay. So I will ask you your questions in 90s slashers. Are you ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Your first question. How many movies make up the marathon being shown at the theater in popcorn?
Well, multiple choice. Give us some numbers.
A2, B3, C4, or D5?
Wouldn't be my. I'm gonna go with which one do you want to go with?
I would guess 4.
4. Final answer.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A2, B3, C4, or D5?
Will, I have no idea, man. I've never heard of this.
I've seen this. I thought it was 4, but I don't remember 5 being it. So I'm going to say 3. Final answer.
3 is correct.
Oh yes.
And the game is tied up. Your second question in 90s slashers. Who directed Brain Scan?
I'll get it on multiple. Multiple.
All right. Is it A, Eric Red, B, Manny Cotto, C, David Price, or D, John Flynn?
I'm gonna go Manny Cotto. Manny Cotto. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Eric Red, B, Manny Cotto, C, David Price, or D, John Flynn?
John Flynn sounds familiar to me, but it could also be Price.
Me too. That's the one that popped out.
John Flynn. Final answer.
That is correct.
Oh,
Fucking brain. Shout out to Brain Scan, by the way. Great movie.
Your third question in 90s slashers. Who plays Natalie's roommate Tosh in Urban Legend?
Oh
no. 5, 4,
Just
3.
multiple choice.
2.
Multiple.
Right. Is it A, Tara Reid, B, Rebecca Gayheart, C, Danielle Harris, or D, Natasha Gregson Warner?
Is the roommate the one that gets killed where she thinks it?
Yeah, so is that Daniel Harris?
I think so, because
Rebecca Gayheart.
that's the.
Okay. We'll go with Daniel Harris. Final answer.
That's correct. We're tied up again. Your fourth question. What is Jennifer's father's girlfriend Tamara eating right before she's killed in Dr. Giggles?
I'm gonna guess because I don't think they're gonna remember this either. Let's go with pie.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. What is Jennifer's father's girlfriend Tamara eating right before she's killed in Dr. Giggles?
for some reason, when I first heard this question, the immediate thought was fried chicken.
Okay, I haven't seen this movie since I was 8, so
it's been nearly a year for me. So fried chicken, final answer.
That's incorrect. Looking for ice cream. That's the scene when he pumps her stomach with the drill in her stomach.
Okay.
She eats the whole thing of ice cream. And your final question in 90 Slashers, at what location on the island does the final confrontation take place in I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
Pretty sure it's a graveyard because they have the grave digged up for graveyard. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points.
There we go.
All right, with that, we got you guys in the lead 10-8. Moving on to the final round, everyone's favorite round, Austin Pez Howell's favorite round, actually, if you ask him. The synopses round. Team in the lead now is the option if they'd like to spin the wheel first or defer again to their opponents. The wheel has 5 subcategories of horror films on it. Team is to spin the wheel 3 times to determine their categories for a 2, 3, and 5 point question. You get 1 respin during the process if you want to use it. There's no stealing this round. One of you must answer the 2-point question alone. One of you answers the 3-point question alone, and you can collaborate on the 5-point answer. Play ends when a team is mathematically eliminated or when all 6 synopses have been read. All right. Aaron, Abby, you have the option if you'd like to go first, or if you want Will and Jeremy to spin theirs first.
We're going to defer to the cinnamon bites.
CinnaBites.
No. I'm going to say it wrong the whole time.
You guys have 1 respin throughout these spins, so here is your 2-point category. Lands on sci-fi horror. Do you want to keep that for your 2-pointer?
Yeah, I'll take that for 2 if you want. Like,
I think I think either one of us would be good at 2 for that one. So yeah,
Cool.
I think we're going to keep that.
All right, here's your 3-pointer. Sci-fi again. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
How do you feel? How do you feel about doing a 3?
Yeah, I think that's the one I picked. So yeah.
Okay, then we're going to keep that at 3.
Your 5-pointer, you still got a respin remaining if you'd like. Zombies and other undead.
Yeah, 5. I think we might get a better one if we spin again. And we have a spin. We may as well use it.
Yeah, if we're that uncertain about it, let's just spin again.
All right, the 5-pointer you must take. Sci-fi horror. You're going to get all 3 questions.
Hey.
All right,
Okay.
Aaron and Abby, your 2-pointer is a respin. This wheel loves this sci-fi horror. Let's try that again.
Yeah, it does. It's got class.
Horror comedies for 2. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
You can do that.
Sure.
All right.
Your 3-pointer. Also horror comedies. Do you want to keep that?
I think this one's really important because let's be honest, a 5-pointer isn't gonna get by either one of us. If it does, then they deserve to win anyways. So we're gonna respin here.
Yeah.
$1970s you'll get for 3.
Okay.
And your 5-pointer is a respin.
Good. As soon as
And
you pick
get,
that,
and you're getting zombies and other undead. There we go.
fine.
All right. Let me close out of that and bring up the old question doc. And CinnaBites, who's going to take the 2-pointer for sci-fi horror?
Do you feel better about 2? I think you said that since you picked this, I think you should pick you should do the 3.
Okay.
And I'll do the 2.
That works. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Will, here is your 2-pointer in sci-fi horror.
All right.
James and M. Foster are enjoying an all-inclusive beach vacation in the fictional island of Latolka when a fatal accident exposes the resort's perverse subculture of hedonistic tourism, reckless violence, and surreal horrors. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3.
The Green Inferno.
That's incorrect. That is Infinity Pool. That's the Plaza Infinity.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Good thing I didn't use the repeat.
I wouldn't have had it either, man.
Jeremy, you ready for your 3-pointer? All right. A biologist signs up for a dangerous secret expedition into a mysterious zone where the laws of nature don't apply.
Annihilation.
That's Annihilation. Yep.
There we go.
All right. Abby, are you taking the 2-pointer in horror comedies?
Yeah.
All right. Your 2-pointer. A young couple travels to a remote island to eat at an exclusive restaurant where the chef has prepared some lavish dishes with some shocking surprises. Name that movie.
The Menu.
That is the Menu. Right.
Good job, baby.
That's a banger.
All right. We're going to that 5-point science fiction horror. CinnaBites, you can confer on this one. Here you go. 2 repeats remaining. Hoping to cure his violent seizures, a man agrees to a series of experimental microcomputers inserted into his brain, but inadvertently discovers that violence now triggers a pleasure response to his brain. Name that movie.
We have 2 repeats, right?
Yes.
Correct.
For some reason, Lawnmower Man 2 came to mind, but I don't think that's it.
3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's your 3rd repeat. Hoping to cure his violent seizures, a man agrees to a series of experimental microcomputers inserted into his brain, but inadvertently discovers that violence now triggers a pleasurable response to his brain. Name that movie.
Man.
This sounds criminally familiar.
Yeah, right. It's like right there, but I can't pull anything. Repeat
Repeat one more time.
That's your last repeat. Hoping to cure his violent seizures, a man agrees to a series of experimental microcomputers inserted into his brain. When it inadvertently discovers that violence now triggers a pleasurable response to his brain. Name that movie.
This isn't Videodrone, is it?
I don't think so. But I mean, I got nothing better.
5.
Go for it.
3.
Videodrone, final answer.
And your winners, the loved ones. I'm sure Aaron knows it. This is the 1970s movie, The Terminal Man.
Yes. Oh my God, that killed me.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, let me drop my co-host to the back and leave the CinnaBites here.
Yeah.
Guys, you kept it really close. You know, that was really close, I think, the entire time. So who would have thought? Will, you coming in here, the horror division, keeping it real. How you guys feeling?
I wish I could say that I wasn't expecting this this outcome, but I totally was. We're like Jeremy and I like just kind of came in here shits and giggles. Like Jeremy, like at least like has shown his acumen for this league because he actually held a belt. And me, though I partner with you in other leagues here, John, shit just does not come through osmosis, unfortunately. And so we tried our best. We hit double digits, which is something that I did not think was going to happen after round 2 because we got absolutely fucked by that wheel.
Yeah.
And honestly, their 2-pointer was so much fucking easier than mine was. So,
but man, this is fun. And like everybody's like, oh, he's good at horror. He had a belt. Like I had a belt because I knew a question from life. I pulled an Oscars question out of my head, and then Steve didn't listen to a question in our match. That's why I had a belt. Those are the 3 reasons.
He ain't lying.
I do love horror. Right. Yeah. It's it. I love horror. I just don't deep dive a lot of it very often. But I got a Tusk question and a Lighthouse question. We got them both right. I'm a champ today. It's fine. Congratulations to the loved ones, to the Brookses. Brooks.
And honestly, John, if you're not happy that I actually got that lamb question, then I don't know what else to please you with.
I'm totally happy you got it right. I know because Aaron would have gotten it, but the fact that even that you got it on multiple, I'm not even mad. I mean, Icelandic names, you probably need to hear it anyway. Otherwise, you're not going to repeat it correctly. So thank you for getting that right. I appreciate it. That being said, though, anything you guys want to plug before I put you backstage?
No, I mean, we're here, there, and everywhere, just like you are. Go watch Why We Love Horror.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And with TLU moving to a new channel, there might be a surprise thing I'm going to be working on. So we'll see what happens.
All right, that sounds awesome. Well, I'll drop you guys back and bring in today's winners. It's the Brookses, guys.
Brookside.
The Brookside one. How are you guys feeling?
Hey,
they're feeling good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good match. He definitely carried us, but I had a good time. And they also did really good with all of their questions. Honestly, it was a close match until the end. So I think everyone did well.
Yeah, I mean, the wheel didn't completely fuck them either. I mean, 90 slashers was definitely.
We didn't want that.
But I did get pretty fortunate because I over prepare and everything like that. I did get kind of fortunate with a few of the movies coming up, were movies I watched. Unfortunately, Dr. Giggles did not stick. I was just too busy kind of just freaking out about that movie as I watched it to really pay attention to the details. That movie is as crazy. I understand why everybody talks about it. But yeah, no, I mean, it still is pretty dicey there in round 2. And I don't think that Will and Jeremy will be winless in this league either. I think that Will is really being a little bit too hard on himself as like a player. He's a good player and he knows it.
We can always put him against Anthony and he'll win. It's fine.
Someone's got to win that match. So someone will win that match. And, Jeremy also great. They did great. A24, I did know all of those questions pretty much off the jump. So that's always like torturous when I hear them like discussing like the wrong answer and then swerving to the right answer on most of them. But at the same point, Most matches I'm in, I need an ugly round one to feel I'm in it. It was an ugly round one, but we were ahead leading out round one. I'm very curious to see who we play moving forward, but I do think that Abby's going to feel more confident in this format as she goes. I think she was second guessing herself on a few. And again,
I can tell you who you're going to play. You're going to play the winner of the Skeleton Crew, Jacob Cameron and Eric Ibarra Moreno, and your internet boyfriend's team. Never sober, somewhat scary. Anthony Tisdall, Luis Boost, the champ.
Please give us Luis and Anthony. Like, let me write that match. I got you. Seriously, I would love to play them. But also, Jacob Cameron is my poison chalice. And I could beat him in horror again so he goes sleepless for a few nights. Because I know losing to a stoner idiot like me is still tearing apart that old soul. And Eric, I love Eric. Who doesn't like Eric? Eric's great. He's like straight out of a Simpsons cartoon. I feel like
hey, everybody. Hey, Eric.
He's Dr. Eric from here on out. But yeah, I mean, either one of those for very different reasons, I would love to play. But Anthony and Luis, let's be honest, we all want to see that, including you.
I definitely. I'm not going to rig the match, but if it happens, it's still lost. It's just. Sorry about that. Even Billy the Puppet thought that was funny. Right. With that being said, anything you guys want to plug before you go?
Obviously, Why We Love Horror.
Yeah.
We just covered, an interesting movie, and It's a Wonderful Knife. And next week is Thanksgiving.
This is actually airing after the Thanksgiving episode. So,
right. Okay.
So we just covered Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. We just covered. I forgot it already. It was so good. Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, which is Abby's most anticipated movie of the year. So that's going to go one way or the other.
Excited for a good Eli Roth movie.
We'll see. Hopefully.
You should watch Aftershock.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you as always. Definitely a different pace for round two as well. And frankly, much more enjoyable to be able to have questions that are like somewhat fathomable. So yeah, no, I think you're doing a good job of adjusting yourself to us mere mortals down here.
Yeah, I mean, I was scaring people away. Jake Meltzer said he was afraid to play. When he said that, it hurt my heart, and I was like, I don't want to scare.
I think I'm like 0 for 12 on David Cronenberg questions in this league. Like I've not gotten one right yet. So yeah,
that means I'll drop you guys back, and I'll just do all the plugs for the future because we're in the future now. So I'm gonna do some plugs for the future.
All right.
See you guys a little bit. If you enjoyed this, you made it this far, I need you to like, I need you to subscribe, I need you to comment, I need you to share. We're going to be migrating Trivia League Unlimited over to Aaron's channel too. Aaron's channel is in the description of this video. So there's going to be a ton of new content over there. So if you like MMA and you like movie trivia and you like whatever Will's cooking up, I'm sure that's where it's going to be. Go over there. That being said, so yesterday we covered Thanksgiving. Today is your Why We Love Horror Trivia Day. Monday on John versus myself and JPO, Jordan Pierce Owens, are going to be covering Freddy's Fridays, which is another bullshit Jagged Edge movie. And honestly, as of right now, we have not decided what we're covering on Why We Love Horror next Thursday. But tune in to Versus, and I'll know by then. So until next time, I am John Maher for Abby Brooks, for Aaron Brooks, for Will Cohen. For Jeremy Potters, this has been Why We Love Horror Trivia, and we appreciate you.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!